like a Hellcat.
Before we get started, I have a favor. If you enjoy my content and want to see me continue to improve in both quality and size, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. Any amount helps and it is greatly appreciated. There are so many rewards for each level of donation, so go check it out. Now back to the video. Hey guys, this is EmeraldAvengerG and welcome to Snapshot Release Canada, or RC1. This is basically what the full release is going to be, and since the full release is coming out a day after this video is getting uploaded, this is going to serve as my full release video. So, I've mentioned in the past that I have something that is in the works. It is what I'm calling the lab. It is basically where I'm going to do all my showcases from this point on, whether it be mod or snapshot showcases. So, without any further ado, let's hop right into this. Have it poorly hidden here. We come in here. Conduit room. Way to get to the end. Way to get to the Nether. Before we go to the Nether, I'm going to show off some of the other stuff that is in this update. So as you know, there's a lot of stuff in this update. And I have an elevator, which is really loud. So I'm going to go and leave. So, we are here. In this lab, I have the ability to teleport to multiple locations, including this area, entering the arena. Back up here to get to a combat observatory for the arena. I also have some stuff stored in here. I have multiple different locations that I also have buttons to, including this up here, a modified temple, which I will see in a later video for something else, in addition to a random portal that I renovated, because I spend my free time greatly. Oh, hi guys. I spend my free time really well. But since we are here, we have something specific to showcase. First thing we're going to showcase in this is the new mob variants. In the full release, the Nether update, we have 4 new mobs and 1 reworked. First one, the reworked one, is the new version of the zombie pigmen. Now, the zombie piglins, they occur naturally in the Nether, but they can also occur whenever the new piglins come through Nether portals to the overworld. They work basically the exact same as they did before their change. Next is the zombie piglin, or the zoglin. They are incredibly aggressive to every single mob, and they will attack every single mob. Let me bury in here because I don't want him to kill my guys. Well, I killed one of them. I gotta revive them. You're just gonna die here. Yeah. Yeah, you're dead. I gotta revive this guy later. I'm gonna go ahead and place a strider here. Next, zoglins can also spawn the same way if they go through a portal. As a hoglin to go through the portal, they will just turn into that. Then we get to the striders. Striders are cool because they walk on lava, but you can also walk over them with a saddle, and another wart, or a wart fungus on a stick. So since this guy's not named, we'll use him. They of course walk around like this, and they can, if they're off this, they will move slower. If they're not on lava, they'll change color and move slower. When they're in lava, they'll work just the same. So yeah, that's the cool thing about them. And here's a better view of them out here. Now we get back to the piglins. This is what they look like. This is what our new piglins look like. Piglins are a really cool new mob because they have their own trading systems from the villagers. But unlike villagers, you instead throw stuff out to them. Okay. I didn't even consider that they were in the overworld. We'll have to do that in the Nether. I'll show you guys that later then. Last, we get to the hoglin, which is out here. They will shake until they turn, but they are really powerful. They and the I don't want them to kill any of my striders. Don't kill my striders. You know, since you're gonna kill my striders, I'm just gonna get a... Oh, no. Y'all didn't. Good. But yes, the hoglins and the piglins will, whenever they are in the Nether, they will have a sort of mutualistic hunting style. They won't just outright hunt and kill each other. They will be passive until they need to eat. And until then, they'll be passive, but then they work on an outnumbering system. If one outnumbers the other, the one that is being outnumbered will flee. There's a creeper in my house, but there is now new armor levels, and I forgot to put stuff in, but we get all of these. Well, you're my way. Thank you very much for getting my way. We have a whole new system of armor, or a whole new level of armor, and these are created in an interesting way, which I'll show later. Well, yeah, there we go. It goes for everything. All the tools. Yeah. Every single one of the tools, and you even get an achievement for having all of them, which is overall really cool. They are made in a really interesting way. If I can go to spectator mode, that's also another thing. There's now hotkeys for switching in between game modes. F3 and F4 together switches the hotkey. If we go here, we get a sword. Just to say diamond sword. Then we go to this. We go to the smithing table, which now has a single use, creating netherite things. Netherite is also really cool because it is actually formed out of ancient debris, which I will also discuss later, but how you form it is just a recipe of 4 and 4 in any pattern you can form, and it gets you that. Overall, really cool. So that is basically everything we have here. Up next, as you can see all this, there's a lot of stuff to cover. Let us hop into the Nether to show you the rest of it. Gonna take my elevator, which I figured out how to do thanks to Mumbo Jumbo. So if you want to do it, just go to his video. We come here. Nether has added quite a bit of stuff. There is 2 new ways of getting gold: Gilded Blackstone and Nether ore. If we were to get a pickaxe and switch game mode to survival, we'd see gets us nuggets, and that gets us a block. Pretty cool. So those are 2 new ways of getting gold. If you couldn't tell, it looked like there was a new type of block. Yes, Blackstone. We now have new stone and wood types. The Blackstone suite and the Warped and Crimson suite for both of the wood variants, which is overall pretty cool. They each have their own cool texturing, as we'll see in a minute. I'll go ahead. I mean, the doors and the trapdoors are really the ones that are the most interesting. The rest are sort of basic besides the wood. The wood is very color changing, and it looks really cool. Overall, yeah. Just really cool. After that, we get to netherite and ancient debris. As I was talking about, you can find ancient debris in veins of very minimal, like 1, maybe 2, very, very, very deep underground, and it takes them a while to be mined. After you mine them, you're required to smelt them. Upon smelting, they will give you netherite scrap. And you saw the crafting recipe for netherite scrap. And then you get ingots, which you can then turn into blocks or craft with diamond tools to create armor. Really cool. Next, we get to netherrack types and soil. So there is 2 new types of netherrack now called nylium that go to each of the different wooden suites, as well as new biomes, which are also covered in a second. We will see these in the new biomes, so I'm not going to go and pull them out, but you have a full suite of the regular ground, the leaves of the, or I guess actually the warp blocks that are the leaves of the giant mushrooms, smaller versions of giant mushrooms, warped roots, twisted vines, you get weeping vines. These are both cool. Nether sprouts, and you get soul soil, which does not sink you down, and then we get shroom light, which is just a light source, a natural light source. Nether soul blocks do not sink. Soil blocks do not sink you down like soul sand, so that's pretty cool. There's also a cool enchantment called, if I were to pull this out and do chant with soul, you can actually give yourself soul speed, which makes you move faster whenever you were on this, which is pretty cool. With soul speed, it also prevents you from being slowed down in general whenever you are on soul sand. These things are cool because warped vines, or twisted vines, can just grow and grow and grow as tall as you want them to be. Weeping vines grow downwards, but you can also use both of them as traversal tools, so they are basically the nether staircases. Or ladders, I should say. Overall, still pretty freaking cool. After that, in addition to the soul soil, we get soul variants of torches, campfires, and lanterns. Since if we were to get this out and do flint and steel, just blue, which is really cool. Cool interaction is actually that piglins are scared of soul fire. So anything that is these blue soul fires scares them for one reason or another. On that note, let's go to other blocks. We did get the target block, which emits redstone signal, but also carries redstone signal. So if you send the signal to it, it can carry the signal to the blocks beside it. So you can use it as a alternative to stuff if you need to. But if you shoot it with anything, I get, well, where would it be? Yeah, I get redstone. Depending on where you hit it, it will extend the signal. So if we pull the signal all the way out to here, and then shoot, close to the middle we get, the higher the signal is. Shoot to the side, didn't even do anything, increases the strength of the signal. Overall, pretty cool. We get to polished basalt and basalt, two new, I guess the giant trees of the nether. They form in structures that look very similar to this in the Soul Valley, or Soul Sand Valley, I should say, and they are pretty cool. The next of these blocks is the chain. They are, well, like this, pretty cool. Just another decoration block. You will find them attached to the top of lanterns, so that's pretty cool. But unlike other blocks like them, they don't break if you break their bottom one or their top one. So they are free floating, which is really cool for creative purposes. Next, we get the lodestone. If we go and get a compass, for some reason I still can't press C, they work as waypoints. So wherever the compass in Nether doesn't normally work, but as long as I have this in hand, it will always guide me to its location, which is overall just a really cool addition. I'm really glad we have it. And if you do that and you break it, it freaks out, which is kind of funny. Next, we get to obsidian. New obsidian types. We have crying obsidian, which can be found while trading with piglins, or found in the new, as I showed off, the nether portals that spawn in the overworld, but they also spawn in the end and or in the nether and underground. But you can find crying obsidian there, and in addition with glowstone, you can craft it in a 6 crying obsidian, 3 glowstone to get the respawn anchor. Respawn anchor, you can fill it up with 4 glowstone, and then next time you press it, your spawn point will be set. So if I were to die, say /kill, I would respawn right here, and it would drain a charge. Now that we have all of that out of the way, let's go to explore some new biomes. This one is the Soul Soil, or Soul Sand Valley. You see it has these skeletons, soul fire. Yeah, has this new atmospheric effect, which all the new biomes have their own specific atmospheric effect, which overall I think makes it look really cool, and I do really like it. Besides that, it is a little barren, but it can also be kind of complicated to navigate around if you get stuck in the soul sand, but outside that, it's pretty fine. Next, we get to the Crimson Forest biome, which is where we can see all this trees, or the giant mushrooms, weeping vines, shroom lights. You can also find some warp stuff in here, but not too often. Here's where you'll find the piglins just around normally, and they, as you can see, they are passive with each other, but the second they want to go hunt, they will go hunt. Baby piglins will actually ride baby hoglins, occasionally, and it's quite funny, actually. If we were to get out of here, the normal nether biome is now no longer called anything, or the same thing as a crimson. It is now called the Nether Wastes. Pretty cool name, because it is just what we've been used to as the normal nether is now just called the Nether Waste, so it's kind of pretty cool. And I'm probably going to have issues finding any of the other biomes that are here, I can continue searching because it just makes everything so much cooler, and the striders can allow you to traverse the whole of everything very well. These have a bit brighter of an effect, brighter atmosphere, ever so slightly brighter atmosphere than the Nether Wastes, but it's not that much of a difference, still a really dark red hue. I'm hoping I can find a warped forest. On my other world, I found it really quickly. Looks like I'm gonna be having issues. Hey, there's some of the gold I was talking about that you can just randomly find. Probably gonna have to go into spectator mode so we can actually like phase through the walls while we're looking for it. Oh, here's one. Here it is. This is the warped forest. As you can see, it has all the warped variants all over the place. The warped trees with the cool, really, really cool texture. I really love the new designs. And hey, would you look at that? That was easy. Basalt deltas, volcanic zones where you can hear the radiation ticking occasionally. It's really, really, really spooky, really, really, really mysterious place, and it is one of my favorite places. And it's one of the main places where you can find blackstone in the new Nether. You can occasionally hear the ticking of the radiation, which is a really cool ambient effect that I really do appreciate. Has a gray atmospheric effect with the misty particles all over the place, compared to this, which is a very dark, very dim blue. Not bad. It's really cool, actually. But we see the generation is really unique. It's very, very just broken and distorted. And hey, what do you know? Speaking of the devil, here is one of these ruined portals that you can find. You can find them here and in the overworld. See, apparently, they were used by the either the ancient builders or the Hoglins. Don't really know, or the Piglins. Don't really know. Might give that theory on the map pat, see what he wants to do now that the Nether update's out, because I'm not sure if he's done anything yet or not. Basically, the last thing we're looking for is one of the Bastions, which I have yet to actually be able to find on this world. I'm not really sure. Here's another one of those portals. They did decrease the spawn rate of them, but I think they adjusted the spawn rate of the Bastions as well, so might be a moment before we can actually find one, but hopefully, I mean, I will edit until we do find one, but hopefully comes around pretty soon. And here we have a Bastion. It took me way, way, way too long to find this, but yes, we have the Bastion here, and we can, while we're here, we can go ahead and switch back to creative mode. In the Bastion, you will find a bunch of piglins. There's like 4 variants of the Bastion: the stables, the treasury, and then 2 others I don't remember. But whenever you are near piglins, you can toss them gold, and they will. Well, they're not doing it right now for some reason. I think they're bugged. Apparently, you can't throw it at them anymore. For some reason, it's bugged and it won't let me throw it at them. But you can click them with it, and they will toss you random things. They just tossed me obsidian, tossed me a bunch of other stuff. The variety of things a piglin can give you is pretty big, actually. There's quite a few things they can give you. They can give you fire-resistant potions, stuff like that. And speaking of fire resistance potion, something pretty cool happened recently. So you have no vision. Let's get next to a block that I can see. You have no vision while under lava. Give yourself fire resistance, and you have quite a bit more vision. One of the interesting changes they did. There are a couple cool interactions with piglins that you can have. So if I were to take off my helmet and put on a gold helmet, or just have a gold helmet right here. Oh, my door just slammed. The gold helmet right here. Go to survival mode. He'll be aggressive towards me. Put on gold helmet, he won't. But regardless of what I do, open the chest, it will piss him off because they don't like people being in their stuff. I don't know why you're hitting me. I'm just gonna knock you into the lava. So bye. But yeah, so they will aggress you if you do that, which is a weird thing, unfortunate thing, but okay. So that is pretty much everything, and that's a lot to say. Pretty much everything that was added in this edition. They're also scared of zombified versions of themselves, as you would expect them to be. But yes, that is pretty much everything that was added in this update is a lot of stuff that was added. There's mob spawner rooms in these places too. There's a lot of stuff that was added. There's a couple more minor things that were added. A couple new game rules. You can now make your own custom or custom dimensions. You are capable of being made in this, as the April Fool's teaser showed, but it's now an official thing that you can do. Overall, this is just a really massive update. I can imagine how crazy it's gonna be, how much of a culture shock is gonna be to people that don't play snapshots or haven't played Minecraft in a while when they come back and the Nether is just entirely different. It's gonna be kind of insane. But yeah. What do you guys think? And if there is anything I missed, feel free to tell me in the comment section down below. I feel pretty stupid if that happened, but there's a high chance that I missed something. But yes, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. You can follow me on my socials. Keep it up the channel. Go to my Discord, join the conversation, go to Patreon if you feel like supporting me. That's Adventure. Have a nice day. Stay safe. And peace out.